listening to NOAA All Hazards Radio, the voice of the National Weather Service, station WXK35. Now let's check on your local forecast for the Waco metropolitan area. Tornado Watch 112 in effect until 11 p.m. this evening. Rest of this afternoon.
Pretty severe.
Partly sunny with a 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms.
Some hail coming down.
Some thunderstorms may be severe. Breezy with highs in the upper 80s.
I knew all about this because my solar crank.
Greetings, peeps. What's going on? Good to see you. Thank you for joining me today. Subscribers, thank you. You're awesome. Much appreciated. If you're not a subscriber and you're just swinging by today, thank you for swinging by. Pull the trigger on the old subscribe button, would you please? And then all of you, ring the bell because, well, the algorithm works against you if you don't ring the bell. Works against me, too. So please, ring the bell. What other form of business do we have? Oh, Patreon. Patrons, thank you. You don't know how much you mean to me. You mean a lot to me. Thank you. And I do appreciate you guys a lot. If you're not a Patreon patron and you've been thinking about it, stop thinking. Go to the page. Sign up. If you haven't been thinking about it, start thinking about it. Please, I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Well, the weather has been kind of weird, you know. We had tornado watches for a couple of weeks, not every day, but over the last couple of weeks, there have been a few days where we've had to watch for tornadoes. And fortunately, we live in an area of central Texas, right near Lake Waco. Actually, we're at the north part of the lake, the very top north part. And for some reason, the weather just kind of parts and goes around us. So we're fortunate that way. Most of the time, that's what it does. But I want you to see something that happened the other day. Yeah, that hammered us pretty doggone hard. There were reports of golf ball sized hail.
Yeah, we're seeing ones much larger than golf balls, tennis ball size. I saw one comparing it to a baseball. There it is. There's the baseball.
Now, fortunately, they all weren't that size, but how many of those do you need to hit your car before your car is totaled?
And one guy held up a hailstone that went through his window that was the size of a grapefruit. Yikes. Our hail here, I didn't capture any footage because I just wasn't fast enough. It comes quickly. Whoom, it's there and then it's gone. But they were 1/4 inch around, so the size of a bean. So they're pretty substantial, and they can hurt if they hit you. And then, but afterwards, take a look at the clouds. Here's some clouds you don't see every day. Yeah, that was maybe an hour after the storm passed over. I had never seen clouds like that, ever. Awesome. It was awesome. Well, I mowed the lawn today. Today the weather was beautiful. It was about 55 degrees outside. Decided, okay, I got to get the lawn mowed. Try to do it at least once a week. And it's supposed to warm up to around 70. Yesterday it was 93. I will never get used to Central Texas weather in springtime. There's this huge swing in temperatures. So that's why I've got a sweater on. It's a little chilly because I'm not moving around. But these things came in the mail. And I have my lawnmower up on the workbench. Now, I've had this lawnmower since about the end of 2018, I think. It might have been closer to 2019. Can't remember exactly. So I've had this at least 3 years. And I've struggled with it quite a bit on a couple of, I guess, the way it's built, for one thing. And you can go back, I'll put a link to a playlist, my Ryobi playlist, and you can watch some of the struggles I've had with this thing. And I still use it because I think it is valuable, and it does what it does well. It does cut well. Pushing it around and all that can sometimes be a hassle, especially if you have a large yard. There's quite a bit of yard here, and it's really designed for, I think, a much smaller yard. Or if you're mowing very frequently and trying to keep up with, I mean, once the lawn gets, and around here in the summertime, when it's wet and hot, grass just kind of goes from this to this in a matter of a couple of 2-3 days. And if you don't keep up with it, this thing, you got to drag it through that lawn, and it's just not a lot of fun. But this time of year, the lawn doesn't grow that much. And so in a week, it may have grown a half an inch, and it can handle it. And especially at 55 degrees. It's when it gets to be 95 degrees and high humidity. But that's just mowing the lawn, whether you had this or anything else. So what am I trying to get at? There are some screws here that I've been just kind of wrestling with. Every single time I go to mow the lawn, I have to tighten these screws down because I'll do some close-ups here in a minute. But when you move the handle around, just to move the whole lawnmower, it loosens up the screws. They just start backing out because it's just a metal high helix screw in a piece of plastic. And they easily back out. And then this thing becomes kind of useless. And I'm afraid the handle's going to fall off. So I did purchase these inserts. I'll put a link to this video that I did. And a few of you answered me and gave me some ideas. So I got these inserts. I got some new screws. I got to be honest with you, I'm a real chicken to do this because this lawnmower wasn't cheap. It's a bit over $300 for this lawnmower. And that's another story. But if I start drilling holes in the handle or in the main part where the handle attaches and it doesn't work, I'm hosed. So I've been a little reluctant. But I'm feeling pretty confident today. I tell you what, I'm going to move the camera. We're going to get a little bit more of a close-up. I'll show you some of the issues that I have close up, and we'll do this together right after this. Use our Amazon link down below. When you do, it helps us out, and it doesn't cost you a penny more. And after using the link, save it to your bookmarks so you can have easy access to it in the future. Thank you. These are the screws that keep backing out. More specifically, this one and this one. Not so much that one. It's a fulcrum, but these two do get yanked on. If I see how they kind of slop around, it's a hassle. On that previous video, I tried putting Loctite. I didn't want to glue them in because if I ever did need to pull them out, they'd be permanently in there and I'd be hosed. So let's take off the handle, and I need a T30 to do that. Let's just back this baby out. I'm just going to do one side and see how it goes. There's that high helical thing, and it just bites into the plastic, and I guess does a pretty good job. But many of you know, if you know anything about engineering, that some of the worst things you could do from an engineering standpoint is try to marry two different materials together. So in this case, it's metal and plastic. And let me tell you, it no worky. It no worky. All right, so I've got to make an adjustment to this handle before I take this thing apart. Bear with me. Interesting. You know what I'm going to do? I got to unscrew the other side and just remove this whole arm. Oh my gosh. All right. Let me get the vacuum. Got to clean that stuff out. It's going to get loud. Be patient. I'll get there. Okay, nice and clean. Yeah, it's amazing how much gunk. So I'm already seeing I've got a problem. I don't think I'm going to be able to. There isn't enough material, folks. Holy smoke. I should have taken this off before. I got to recalculate, guys. If I drill a hole, I thought this was a little more solid than this. If I drill a hole to try to put this in there, that insert, this was, this is how this was supposed to work. It's a number 10 screw. This is an insert that the number 10 screw is going to go into and thread in like that, okay? And the hope was there would be enough material, plastic material, for this insert to actually stay in there. Take a look. I'll show you what I mean. There's just no way. I don't have enough material. I don't know what to do, guys. I'm stuck again. I guess, like I said, I probably should have. I can't drill that out, put that in. I want to real bad, but I know this won't end well. All right. I'm a bit perplexed and a little embarrassed. Yeah. All right. I'm going to open it up, the comment section again, to some additional ideas. You've kind of seen what I'm up against. I thought I had more material to drill into than I actually have. And so something of similar strengths that are already there, at least metal-wise, I can't make space for. Would you leave me a comment down below? What do you think? Now that you've seen it, and I'll do another close-up right here. Now that you've seen it, tell me what I should do. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm just going to screw it back together and muscle through until I figure out another plan with your help. Leave a comment down below. I love you guys. That's it for today. At least I got the lawn mowed. And at least we survived the tornadoes. It could be worse, right? I love you. We'll talk to you next time. Hopefully I'll have a solution with all of your combined ideas. We'll come up with some resolve. And we'll do this again next time. Thank you. God bless you. God bless America. May America bless God. Pray for us, guys. Pray for me. See you later. Sometimes things just don't work out the way you want them to. I will say, though, this thing has been kind of the bane of my existence.